Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Hannah Clark with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. In a crime alert, a Tallulah man has been arrested for a string of arsons in Madison Parish. The fires date back to April 2023, and in one case, the smoke from the fire filled a nearby home and it affected an elderly resident inside. 21-year-old Sean Banks was arrested on November 27th and booked into the Madison Parish Jail. He is charged with 4 counts of simple arson, 1 count of aggravated arson, criminal trespass, and criminal damage to property. Staying in crime news, a man was arrested over the weekend for allegedly stabbing a dog multiple times while it was sleeping. According to arrest reports, Monroe police were called to Blanks Avenue on Saturday afternoon about a cruelty to animal complaint. 25-year-old Tyler Cross allegedly stabbed a sleeping dog with a knife, and the incident was caught on video. Cross stated he did not remember anything due to drinking alcohol, but he took responsibility. He was arrested and charged with felony animal cruelty. NBC 10 is your local election headquarters, and over the weekend, voters approved all constitutional amendments on the ballot. Let's take a look at what these amendments mean.
Over the weekend, voters approved all 4 constitutional amendments on the ballot. 53% of voters said yes to Amendment 1, which now grants the governor and legislators the power to influence judicial disciplinary actions. The Louisiana Supreme Court will now also have more authority to investigate and discipline judges independently without external oversight. It will also expand the Judiciary Committee to 14 members instead of the current 9-member maximum.
There's a lot of complaints about judicial misconduct and problems on the judiciary, and previously the commission and the Supreme Court role was sort of limited. This gives them more authority in case there are legitimate claims of misconduct.
Supporters of Amendment 1 say the change will hold judges accountable in claims of misconduct.
A lot of the complaints have been in areas where, you see judges making decisions that have been criticized regarding criminals, regarding letting folks back out in the streets, etc. So a lot of interest in Orleans Parish in that, and other parishes around the state that do have, issues with crime.
Amendment 2 mandates that the legislature must wait 48 hours after making changes to the proposed state budget before casting their final votes. Lawmakers will also receive a summary report explaining the changes. In the 2023 regular session, lawmakers were left with less than an hour to review a proposed spending plan. The plan ended up being marred by several mistakes. Lawmakers were forced to vote with little understanding as to what they were voting on.
They were embarrassed. They were embarrassed that they were in the situation they were in, where they were just up against a deadline, hadn't read the legislation, and had no choice. They had no options. So this gives him some options.
Along with Amendment 3, which is similar in that the legislature is now allowed to extend the regular session in 2-day increments for up to 6 days to provide additional time for reviewing the budget bills before voting. Amendment 4 also received a yes and looks to change the process for how debt on property taxes is handled when homes have to be auctioned off. The proposed change allows someone to purchase the lien on a house, giving the homeowner 3 years to pay it off.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
Cloud cover will continue throughout most of this afternoon, but the winds will begin to pick up and coming out of the north, breezy between about 10-15 miles per hour, and all that's going to do is allow for some slightly cooler and dry air to kind of keep funneling in, and that's what's going to push whatever clouds we have left over on out of our area. There's still a chance for maybe a patchy shower or two, but really rain chance is just 10% for later on this evening as that front passes through us. We'll be lacking some moisture in higher levels of the environment, so that's going to be very limited. Later on tonight through tomorrow, that's when the skies start to clear and we start to see some more seasonal light temperatures, as we'll be holding out mostly in the mid-50s. The winds will continue to stay a little bit breezy out of the north and northwest, and will stay seasonal really throughout the remainder of the week, and more rain likely as we go into the start of the weekend. The low tonight around 37 degrees with a gradual clearing. Then tomorrow the skies will clear and we'll pick up on plenty of sunshine as we trend mostly in the mid-50s. By about Friday night into Saturday, that's when we're possibly going to see our next little round of showers, possibly even a few thunderstorms going into Saturday, and that's also when temperatures start to warm back up above average, reaching into the mid-60s through next Sunday, and through next Monday we'll have a chance to see another round of some patchy showers with the potential for another front, and still in the 60s through Tuesday as clouds linger. Lows will be mid-40s.
When you see news happening, call the NBC 10 Fox 14